Thank you very much for having me. My name is Willem Nijenhuis. I'm Product Management Director at Cisco Systems. I'm responsible for Cisco's contact center solutions and customer experience.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Prerna Pant. I'm the Global Director of Innovation for Social at Genesys.
My name is Luke Duffel. I'm the Director for Solution Engineering for Customer Service Automation at NICE. So I look after our solution engineering team across EMEA and APAC, focused on our AI-driven solutions.
So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me here. It was a wonderful experience. The large attendance shows how relevant this is for the market.
I think overall it's been a great turnout, some amazing questions. I think I've met a range of different customers from all different industries, so have really loved being here. Thank you for having me. You know, I think overall Korea is such a digital first, AI first country. You guys are open to trying anything that's out there in the digital space. So now I would encourage companies to start taking those same leaps and to start now embracing a little bit of what's already out there, because the AI ecosystem is moving so fast, and even if it's small steps, I think it'll lead to some very quick results for all the different stakeholders that I've spoken to here.
I think in terms of the impressions, I was really amazed at the turnout. I go to a lot of events like this, and to be able to secure the engagement that you have, I think is astounding and a testament to the industry and the market as a whole here in Korea. My key messages are: find the right partner to work with and view it as a transformation journey.
So I think the theme here obviously is all around AI and how AI functions with human agents. And I think the key message here is that AI is here, it is significant, it's not something you can ignore, you need to embrace it. And it is going to be having a central role at any customer experience for quite some time to come. So it is not a small thing, it is a very substantial development not to be ignored.
I think the whole theme of this event, which has been around, when we look at what the future of CX will be, there's no future to be imagined without some level of AI. So it's really about encouraging participants take the first steps into AI, if they haven't already, to figure out which stage of the AI journey they're on.
I think there are the key messages. Every organization is trying to solve for the same challenge right now, which is, if you look at the investment in technology over the last 20 years plus, it's been very tactical. So everyone's trying to simplify that infrastructure. I think the first key message really is that the move to cloud is how you execute on simplifying that architecture. And the reason that's important is, without that initial investment, innovation in customer experience is very difficult to execute on.
So the generative AI models are the key elements, or need to be the key elements of an AI strategy, because they are so powerful when it comes to delivering customer service. There is a secondary element of that, though, that is absolutely mandatory, and that is integrating that technology with back-end systems, customer relationship management systems where you derive personalized information from the company, as well as generic knowledge bases to provide these AI models the context that is necessary to help customers.
So I think Genesys has a very strong focus on AI as an overall part of our platform. AI is really embedded into everything that we do today. It's really up to our customers to choose how much of that they want to implement into each different part of their organization. Because
of our investment in R&D, which was last year alone was $400 million that we invested in research and development. We're very future thinking in how we're thinking about this space, and take something like agentic AI. Everyone's view on agentic AI seems to start and stop at the customer-facing bot perspective. So we look at leveraging the reasoning capabilities that power agentic bot experiences, and how do we leverage that across the entire organization? So how do we get proactive, critical insights to supervisors, business leaders for areas where they can drive optimization, whether that's in the design of workflows, whether that's in the setup of the operation. We're really looking at how we expand that across the entire organization and ultimately orchestrate end-to-end workflows that go beyond just the front office and go right across the organization into the middle and the back offices.
So we've been in the Korean market with our contact center solutions for the last 20 years or so. So we're very familiar with the Korean market, and the Korean market is large and substantial. And one of the things that is very obvious when you walk around here is that it's a very digital-first society. And we've heard from some of the survey results today that there is, at the same time, still a huge need for human solutions. And actually the combination of both is great, because it is relatively easy to provide self-service through digital channels if that is preferred, but having the human channel as a backup, if and when necessary, is apparently something that is very common here and expected, but that is great. AI solutions can basically add value to both of these.
I think having been here today, one of the things that really stood out to me was the insights that were delivered at the start of the session about how customers in Korea like to engage with organizations, and that standout metric that there's still a real desire to speak to a human, to get that reassurance when they're looking for answers. And I think that presents an amazing opportunity in Korea to really focus in on things like agent assistance, Copilot for agents. So you're not taking away the human connection, you are augmenting that agent to help them deliver even better service and empathy to their customers.
So when I focus that answer specifically on AI technology, then I'd say there's two don'ts there. One is, don't see AI technology as this huge daunting task that you need to embark on as an organization. Actually, it can be quite small, and you can start quite small. It has and that's the second point, it can have a very low threshold to get started. Also, don't equate AI with AI agents and self-service only, but look at how AI can support the human agent too. Those are two distinct elements, and both have their value, and you can decide where to focus and where to start. So don't make the mistake of thinking that AI is only AI agent and AI self-help. Actually helping your agents, your employees with AI technologies can be very helpful.
I personally feel like the future of CX is very exciting, because it gives both customers as well as companies an opportunity to deliver the best customer service possible, right? And so what are some of the things that we should not be overlooking? I think some of that is really just getting started on the journey without feeling overwhelmed. I think there's a lot of buzzwords out there. Everybody talks about things like generative models and are you building your own LLMs? And I think sometimes a lot of that technology just exists. It's about being able to plug it into your own organization, following your own comfort levels, and then building trust at the different levels to have both employees and customers leverage what AI has to offer.
I think the key strategies, and I think this is an area where there's synergy globally right now, is AI isn't magic. It can't solve for everything in an organization. You have to focus on the foundations. So to use one example, knowledge, and the way that knowledge has been neglected in organizations for many, many years. It's never had the investment. So yeah, I think the key is investing in the foundations before taking those steps. And I think the second one would be back to the previous question, focusing on use cases when you're ready to take the steps on AI that are around augmenting the agent experience.